colleagues, friends, fellow young people, greetings from New York. My name is Jaathma Wickramanayaka and I am the United Nations Secretary General's Envoy on Youth. Thank you to the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights for the kind invitation to address all of you today as a part of this regional youth forum. It is a pleasure to be joining these important conversations around the pivotal role of young people in addressing hate speech and in promoting and protecting all human rights in the MENA region. I want to take a moment first to also recognize the critical efforts of so many of the young people who are here today, who are often leading the way in promoting human rights and countering discrimination, often in the face of significant adversity. As history's most interconnected generation of youth ever, there has never been a greater need to address the rapid spread, prevalence, and proliferation of hate speech, which disproportionately targets young people and has become one of the most frequent methods for spreading divisive rhetoric and ideologies at a global scale. This is especially true for those who are the most marginalized, including young women and girls, LGBTIQ youth, young people with disabilities, youth from indigenous communities, and refugee communities. As we continue to ramp up our efforts to recover better from the COVID-19 pandemic, while also reckoning with heightened discrimination, deepening inequalities, and escalating hostilities, we have been taught the difficult lessons of indifference, inaction, and inadequate action to speech that is weaponized to violate the rights of others. Yet, despite being disproportionately impacted, youth are also at the forefront of calling for innovative and intersectional approaches when it comes to fighting against the hate speech and hateful narratives. It is your vast experience, drive, and creativity that is driving us towards true inclusion and peace. Safeguarding the right to freedom of expression when addressing hate speech is everyone's responsibility. Multi-sectoral collaboration here is key. In 2020, my office was one of the 16 entities that contributed towards the UN strategy and plan of action on hate speech, which outlines how we can address the root causes and drivers of hate speech and enable effective responses. This strategy and plan are critical steps forward for the UN to reduce and discourage hate speech, because safe participation in public and political affairs, offline and online, is a human right that belongs to everyone equally. This is not a favor that young people are asking for, it is their right. As one example of how this strategy has inspired further action, my office partnered with Twitter to develop a first of its kind youth activist checklist in response to the overwhelming accounts of digital threats related to online youth participation. This checklist was informed directly by first-hand accounts from young people and is intended to serve as a guidance tool on digital safety and online participation for youth. When it comes to tackling hate speech, a one-size-fits-all approach is insufficient. And it is my sincere hope that this example inspires other such initiatives in the future. I wish all of you a productive forum, and I look forward to supporting all of you to ensure the recommendations put forward to effectively address hate speech are implemented by meaningfully engaging with and for young people throughout all stages of this process. Thank you.